June 2nd, 2026 at 6:32 p.m. We have a quorum. We'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Okay, we have reports from council. Mr. Ed Waters.
Nothing to report tonight.
Okay. Councilman Rick Fisher.
No, nothing to report tonight.
All right. Susan Baker.
Thank you. Just wanted to share that EDC has been, visiting with our local businesses as part of our meeting coming up. I know you'll probably talk about it a little bit more detail, but it was great to visit with. I've already been to 18 of the businesses, the storefronts, mostly the smaller ones that we don't normally get around, and they were very appreciative of being invited and having someone come in. So, I encourage everybody to, when you go in a store, just say hi, let them know that we appreciate them. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Susan. Got to meet pretty quick, didn't we? Mike's got some things. He'll probably give an update on the boat ramp, but I'm going to mention, and David, if you want to kick in case I'm wrong about anything, I want to kind of give a little preemptive warning. We're probably a couple weeks away from that boat ramp opening, and it's going to be different down there. There's rules at that boat ramp. There's going to be parking for certain types of vehicles, and we're going to be monitoring that pretty heavily to start. It has been brought to my attention that there are several Facebook pages and boaters pages that can't wait for our boat ramp to open. We are going to make that whole curve around there no parking. So people are going to get towed. That's just going to be one of the things that happen. So my suggestion is, if you're a resident and there's not a parking spot and you dump your boat off, I would take my truck and trailer home, kind of like what I do. You don't have to do that, but don't park where you're not supposed to park, and it'll be clearly lined out. There are parking spots for cars only, quite a few more parking spots for cars only than what we had in the past, and there's several more spots for trucks and trailers. I'd hate for someone to get out there and be in a boat and park in the wrong spot and come back and don't have a truck and trailer to get that boat out of the water. We have set something up, and this is where you can chime in if you'd like. Our police department aren't going to be the ones out there having cars towed. We have partnered with a towing company that is going to put their signs out there, if that's correct, and they will be monitoring that. There will be phone numbers and all that good stuff on those signs, so if you get towed, you know who to call. But I can tell you right now, it's not going to be our police department picking and choosing who gets towed. If you're parked in the wrong spot, you're going to get towed. And we need to make sure that we set a precedence in the beginning, because if not, that boat ramp's going to be overrun. And there are some residents down there that live around that boat ramp that deserve peace and quiet also. So we are getting some things ready to do a ribbon cutting on that when we get a little bit closer, and Mike gives me a better update. But I just want to put that warning out there. Please park where you're supposed to park. If you don't, you're not going to be real happy, and it's not going to be the city's fault. It's going to be a really nice boat ramp, by the way. I don't know if you've had a chance to go by there and look at it. All they lack is a few things of finishing up the piers, and they were out there today working their butts off on it. So we will have a really nice boat ramp in Clear Lake Shores very soon.
So, Mayor, we'll have signs up before they actually open up, no parking signs in that area. There's one thing that we need to start looking at, and that's July the 4th. As far as I know, it's going to be closed that morning early, and it'll be closed throughout the day for emergency personnel because it's the closest boat ramp around. So that'll be blocked off unless you have other plans. Also, to address the park issue, we're having a lot of issues at the parks with I don't want to say outside. Everybody's welcome, but they're not welcome to violate our rules and our policy, city ordinances, just coming and doing it. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, but we we're addressing the issue. We're towing vehicles, we're writing citations, and we'll continue to do that. So with the wrecker service back to the boat ramp, we will be addressing it as well. We're not waiting on the tow truck to come and police it. We'll be policing it as well. So it needs to be policed more than what it is, and that they're going to help us with that. So if they see that one there, they're going to let us know, and it's going to be removed. That's all I got, Mayor.
Okay. Is that your report also? Because you're up.
Am I up? Okay.
Well,
All
you
right.
just kind of took over. I didn't get
Yeah,
to
I'm
close my
sorry.
comments, but that's okay. I wanted you to
I
chime in.
usually don't have much to say. So, okay, so the stats for month of May, we had 1,071 calls for service. This includes self-initiated calls. We had 44% business checks, 21% traffic contacts, 12% residential checks, 6% warrant arrests, and we had very few other miscellaneous calls in service. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right. One thing I did forget to mention, I'm sure you guys saw Jorge and Odie out there working hard again finally that it's not raining and got the rest of those banners up. And I think they did a great job. The banners look good. So we'll move on to City Administrator Mike Cram.
I do have one question on the boat ramp real quick, just as far as the towing and everything. I know sometimes, because I've had it happen to me too, if we're going to go launch a boat and there's somebody that's, obviously the ramp at that point, there's no place in the parking lot to park. Is it going to be all right to just wait over there roadside for them to clear out so you can go launch, or do we just need to keep driving around until it clears out? Right. Okay.
Thank you. I'm done.
You good with you got anything yet? We're good? All right. City Administrator Mike Cram?
Thank you, Mayor. On the boat ramp, they have had the first lime mixing, and it's complete. They were dosing it today, just smoothing it out and finishing off the topical mix. They have a soil sampling scheduled for tomorrow, and depending on what they find for the moisture content in the soil, we'll know if we have to add more lime to it and have a second mix, but that's scheduled for tomorrow. We have a walkthrough with an electrician to look at the lighting situation. There are going to be 2 additional light poles installed, concrete light poles. We did not determine the lighting at the time that the bid was let. We wanted to have plenty of time to, speak with people and find out, or speak with electricians and lighting folks and make sure we had the proper kind of lighting, because we don't want it to be intrusive into the residents close by there, but we want it to be ample enough that it's safe to maneuver and park and launch and recover and all that. So that'll be tomorrow. Council will be receiving by the end of this week, Christie will be sending something out to you guys for a calendar for budget for meetings and workshops. Keep in mind we only have one meeting each of the next 2 months, but we will be scheduling some workshops to go over budget as needed, and that should be coming out sometime this week. The painting on the deck outside is looking good. No, we're not going to leave all of the overspray as it sits now. It's just temporary, Cheryl. Oy. But no, the white paint that you see them putting on now is going to be on the railings and the lattice work, and then the decking itself is going to be stained with a different color that pretty much mirrors the trim on the building exterior as it is now. Almost the color of David's shirt. It's kind of a light bluish gray, kind of keeping with some of the same blues that we have on other things for the city around here and similar to the building. The rest of the things you guys already took off of my list by talking around them, so maybe we should get together next meeting and you guys can tell me all the stuff I can take off my list.
Sorry about that.
There will be, I wanted to touch on one more thing on the boat ramp. So I know it sounds like we're looking at being really punitive about the boat ramp. We're not. We're looking at being consistent about it. And so we have designated spots that are long enough for trailers with vehicles attached to park after they launch. And then we have other spots that are conventionally deep for no trailers, vehicles only. If you don't have a spot available for your vehicle with a trailer attached, go find another ramp, because if you take up one of our individual vehicle spots by detaching your trailer is going to get towed. We've already had the signs made with the rules. They'll be posted on both sides of the entrance. They'll be very clearly marked. There's not, 36 rules. It's a short list. It's basically come and behave and do the few things we ask and have a good time and be safe. But as the mayor and the chief mentioned, it's going to get a lot of business, and so we want to be able to manage the chaos, as it were, without negatively impacting the users.
Thank you for softening that up a little bit. I'm sure I came across a little rough. I just don't want people
It's
getting
not a
in
good
trouble.
sign when I'm the calming influence.
All right. That conclude yours, sir? Okay, thank you, Mike. Appreciate the update. Committee reports, roads and drainage.
Good evening. We had a pre-construction meeting last week with the contractor and Colliers and Roads and Drainage and City Administrator last week, and they are working on a traffic plan, and once that is in place, then they will mobilize, and we expect that to be within the next few weeks. It may not be next week, but very likely within the next couple after that. So that's for Narcissus. And other than that, we don't really have any more update. That's the main focus, getting that thing done. Yeah, that's about it. Yep.
Okay, so when that happens and they figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, you guys are
Yes.
in that conversation,
Yeah,
correct?
and we're going to go, we were thinking about having a town hall and inform people, but it may not be enough time, so then we're going to go door to door with a flyer. And
Okay.
it's going to be posted, and, yeah, we're going to...
Well, whatever information we get together, let's get it to us so we can get it to Teresa and put that out
Yep.
in the avenues we can do that, along with door to door. The more the better.
I mean, after the pre-construction meeting, I would say the contractor, yeah, they gave a really good and solid impression. So they even went to the point to say that, well, if this takes more than 90 days, we should all get fired. So.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, moving on to Parks Committee.
A few of us showed up this week and we worked out front digging up the winter plants. And we're just waiting for the painting to get done so we can start planting everything else on here. I think everything else on the island is pretty good according to Mary. I think she got with somebody to order plants for us to be here hopefully Friday so we can plant them on Monday. So I don't know if she did or didn't, but that was the game plan at our last workout.
Okay. Thank you. Waterfront compliance.
Nothing to report.
Okay. Does that committee still exist? I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you. You trying to plan one now? Okay, because that's probably coming up soon. Okay. All right, thank you, Ed. Planning and zoning.
Planning and zoning, no activity, no report. Thank you.
Okay. Zoning Board of Adjustments? Nothing? Okay. Moving on to EDC. Mr. Thomas.
Yes, we have a couple of things coming up. Susan's been very kind to go around to the businesses and give them the flyer about what's happening at Skipper's on the 22nd of June. It's a marketing a sharing of information between Clear Lake Shores, Kemah, Seabrook, Nassau Bay. And Skipper's is very kindly to, host that. And actually Kemah is on a panel for Q&A. Then we are working on a marketing campaign, or at least a proposal for one, that you will hopefully see at City Council for a decision for your July meeting. Actually, after this, in about half an hour, I'm meeting with Kemah and the guy from Tower Visuals to go through some of the proposals that we've gotten. We've narrowed it down to one company, and then we will we will make a recommendation at our next EDC meeting a week from now, and then go to City Council. And and our finances are looking good because we're getting reimbursed, so that's good. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Civic Club report.
Civic Club, a couple of things. Our meeting Thursday is a mix and mingle, and we'll have pizza from Center Court, so everybody's invited. Come join us at 6:30. And that'll be a chance for people to start renewing their memberships for the next upcoming year, which is $35 per household, and it just helps support all the things that we do. And then we'll be having a membership renewal at the 4th of July event as well, because that's when we usually do it. June 6th is the Stephen Lee Fishing Tournament. We have about 30 kids that have signed up so far, 30 plus kids. Another one came in today. Michael Sabotic, is that how you say it? And Joe Whidden are chairing it, and they could use volunteers if anybody wants to help, so get in touch with them. And then we had scholarships, but no scholarship winners. I sent an email to the kids' email, so it's summer, so who knows. But we had 7 scholarship applicants, and they were all amazingly well qualified. I was quite impressed. And we narrowed it down to 3 of the most highly qualified. We had 2 going into the armed services. One's going to military school, and one's going to the Army. And then we had 3 students, Michael Schmidt, the 5th, Brenna Bernhardt, and Gavin Galway, who each received a $1,700 scholarship. So they will have to talk to me, because the scholarships, we send the money directly to their colleges. The students don't get any of that money. But these kids were very highly qualified. I was quite impressed. It was 5-point plus GPAs. So they all did a lot of extra high school work. And I think that's about it.
Okay, thank you. We will move on to public comments. At this time, any person with a city-related business may speak to the City Council if the discussion concerns an item on the agenda. Comments may be made now or when the item is discussed. If the topic of discussion is not related to an item on the agenda, the City Council cannot deliberate or take action at this time. Comments from the public should be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per individual. No yielding of time is permitted. Do we have anyone that would like to address the City Council? Okay, since you're all in such a hurry, I'm going to close the public comments, and we'll move on to item 9, consent agenda, the check register from 5/13 through 5/26 of 2026. Do we have a motion on that item?
Yeah, I move that we approve consent agenda, item A, check register.
Okay, have a motion by Rick,
I'll second that.
have a second by Ed. Any discussion on that item? All in favor? Okay, motion passes. We will move on to item number 10, new business, discussion and possible action may be taken on the following. Item A, executive session. A governmental body may conduct an executive session to discuss matters dealing with individual officers or employees. Specifically, this exception allows governmental bodies to deliver an appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, City Administrator Mike Cram and Chief David Donaldson. So we will recess at 6:50, and we will go up there for a few minutes, and we will return. Do we have any motions coming out of executive session?
All right, well, I'll make a motion that we approve the compensation that was approved and discussed in executive session.
Okay, have a motion by Rick,
I'll second that.
got a second by Ed. Any more discussion? All in favor? Motion passes unanimous. We will close the meeting at 7:57.